it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for November 2022. So on November 22nd, we have the sun moving out of Scorpio energy and moving into Sagittarius, initiating Sagittarius season. So we're moving out of Scorpio energy, which is a fixed water sign. It has been deep. It has been intense. It has been dark. We had to go through a dark night of the soul. We had to go through a very soul level deep transformation. And of course, the Sag energy is the light at the end of what has been a very dark, dark tunnel. Sag energy is a fire sign. It's a mutable sign, which means that we are presented with information, with details, with a different perspective that allows us to change our minds, change our direction. Sagittarius energy is ruled over by Jupiter, who is all about growth, expansion, beliefs, abundance, and everything gets magnified. Everything gets extra large, extra big in Sag season because of it. We have this fire energy bringing a spark back to our soul. It is literally the resurrection energy, the rebirthing energy that we just dove into towards the end of Scorpio season. This is like a refresher, a revitalization, if you will, a regenerization of our soul, of our spirit, of our interest, of our attention. And we move out of the focus on ourselves, on the deep shadow elements of ourselves, on the intimate connections that we have with our people in life. And the Sag energy is bigger than that. It's universal. It's where we want to connect with something bigger than just our worlds, our realm, our little network. It is the connection back to the cosmos, the connection back to the collective. We want meaning, we want purpose, we want mission, and we want to get in touch with something bigger than ourselves, bigger than our little realms. So this fire energy, again, fire energy is about the spark, about igniting something new. It's about excitement, enthusiasm. It's about initiation. And right now, we are taking the steps to align with a brand new path, a brand new direction. Again, Scorpio season kind of peeled back the layers, got us raw and real and vulnerable with a brand new truth. We kind of seen where it is that we were creating blockages for ourselves. We also seen where it is that we've outgrown certain topics, relationships, titles, themes. Because of that, what we're left with is, where do we want to go from here? So the Sag energy is overly excitable. When we think of Sag, we have to think of Jupiter, and Jupiter likes to magnify things, turn the volume all the way up on things. And we are very eager, very excited to get back to life, to get back to reality. But this time, a new reality that we're creating out of the darkness, out of the shadows that we just realized in Scorpio season. So now it's like we have a different set of eyes. We have a different perception of the world around us. And this fire energy kind of puts some pep in our step and puts us in a position where we are more willing to push the boundaries of our comfort zone. Because again, we would have realized in Scorpio season that if we continue to do what it is that we've always done, we're only ever going to get what we've already got, which means that we're pushing the boundaries. We're moving into new territory. We are willing to expand our horizon, so to speak, in order to see what lies past the comfort zone that we have had ourselves imprisoned in. We tap into a new level of fire energy that gives us the boldness, the bravery, the courage in order to boss up, to make that new step, to take on that new path, new direction, and literally branch out in the world. We have new ways of thinking. We have a new truth. We have a new way of expressing ourselves. We have a new interest in life. Granted, Sag season is a little bit overwhelming. Again, Jupiter, big, great, grand. We also tend to bite off more than we can chew. That's okay. We're going to redefine what that means for us when we move into Capricorn energy. But the Sag energy is very scatterbrained. and has a hard time focusing. It is represented by the archer. And if you think of having to pull back on a bow and arrow before releasing that bow, you have to have a target. You have to have a steady hand. You have to have a focus. And that's what we're trying to establish in Sag energy. It's almost like we came back to life. There's a little bit of a pep in our step, and now we want to experience everything. And because of that, our energy isn't focused. It isn't concentrated. It doesn't have a target. It kind of has too many irons in the fire. Therefore, we're bouncing around all over the place, just riding the high of this optimistic, confident enthusiasm. And realistically, we might not get much done. We're just out here trying to live life. Now, granted, if we can harness the energy correctly, if we can identify the target, we can let go of that bow and arrow and attempt to hit our target. We are going to be making up for lost time here in this fire energy. This fire energy gives us life force energy, and we've been lacking that for a very long freaking time. So this is like an opportunity for us to see the big picture. If you've been listening to me for any amount of time, you would know that each season, each astrological aspect, we get a puzzle piece. And some of the puzzle pieces have been snapping together, but in the great grand scheme of things, it's still not revealing what the end picture goal will actually be once all these puzzle pieces are actually in place. We are starting to see the greater, grander picture. We are starting to see the brand new horizon. We are starting to see where it is that we have essentially gone into autopilot and zombie land in our lives because of the mundane tasks and chores that have created our existence. We want more for ourselves. And the fire energy brings a new level of interest and excitement to the realm of what it is that we're passionate about and what it is that we actually have a desire to experience and to pursue. So the Sag energy is also very circling around your higher self, spirituality. I'm going to say religion because that is a form of faith, but realistically, it's the higher form of existence. So whatever that means for you, that is where we're kind of focused now. Why? Because we were just tested in a very, very, very tough way. Our faith was tested. Our spiritual beliefs were tested. The belief, the trust in ourselves and in the cosmos was tested. And for many of us, we hit rock bottom. So the Sag energy is here to restore our faith. It is here to kind of pick us up, to show us that there is a greater, grander reason for some of these hardships, these struggles, these obstacles to take place in our lives. And we really want to have a more profound understanding of the meaning behind all of this. So this is going to put us in a new level of truth, of faith, of belief, of hopes, of wishes, of visions. This is a time to bite off the greatest, grandest dream that you could even fathom. Now, keep in mind, there may come a little bit of disappointment when we move out of Sag season, we move into Capricorn season, because we have to refine that big dream into something that is realistic and practical and logical and achievable. But right now, we just came out of the depths of the darkness, the depths of hell, so to speak. So there's nothing wrong with riding the wave and biting off whatever it is you feel like chewing, because we have a new lease on life and we have to take advantage of anything that excites us, anything that makes us happy, smile, warm, fiery. We have to take advantage of this, I'm going to say, shift in perspective and shift in direction in order for us to really seize the moment and set us up for a brand new adventure and a brand new quest.